How to manifest through switch words. Word can be like x-rays. If you use them properly, they'll go through anything. So switch words is another method, a technique if you will, to manifest things. There are many ways. There's positive affirmation, there is visualization, and there is meditation, and this is other technique to basically a play of words, use of words that literally switches your reality. This is like a magical key to opening up a whole new world of possibilities. And these switch words are carefully chosen words. You can think of it as a password between realms, between dimensions. Words are at the foundation, at the base of all creation. So this form of manifestation uses the same technique as law of attraction, but a little bit different because it does not involve understanding the meaning, does not involve meditation, does not involve any guilt. Oh, I'm asking too much, or should I be asking for this or not? No bargaining. If this happens, I will do this and do that, and some sort of austerity or money, and certainly no visualization. I'll tell you why. These are uniquely chosen words which directly access the subconscious mind, helping you to manifest whatever you want to manifest. So welcome to today's workshop, how to manifest through switch words. And before we start, let's do a group invocation. Please close your eyes, bring your left palm and right palm together, your intuitive mind and your logical mind, and touch your heart to activate your Anahata chakra. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vedvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May the Supreme Consciousness protect us all, nourish us all, vitalize us all, enlighten us all. May we have no misunderstanding in this workshop today, and may we bring forth our best energies to the session today. So it is, by the grace of God and Guru, so it is. May there be peace in the cosmic realm, peace on earth, and peace within. So open your eyes. You know, in today's world, everything, the information travels so fast that I won't be surprised if most of you have some idea or some, in some context heard about switch words. Any of you have heard about them? Has anybody used it?
Used what?
Switch words. So I guess maybe not this group, but the thing is, there's a nice quotation by Aldous Huxley. He says, word can be like x-rays. If you use them properly, they'll go through anything. So switch words is another method, a technique, if you will, to manifest things. There are many ways, there's positive affirmation, there is visualization, and there is meditation, and this is one other technique to basically, it's a play of words, use of words that literally switches your reality. But it's little different from positive affirmations and such other manifestations. And so I wanted to bring it and at least expose the MPM community to it, so that we're not going to go in depth into this. I'm just going to give you a bird's eye view, and I'm going to give you a small few words to experiment with. The problem is when we open up everything that is possible, we feel overwhelmed. Either we don't do anything, or we try to do everything and it becomes so hard we drop it and never see the results. So I will just scratch the surface of switch words. These are basically, this is like a magical key to opening up a whole new world of possibilities. And these switch words are carefully chosen words that basically is a password. You can think of it as a password between realms, between dimensions. And as we all know, I've talked about this several times, that any creation theory you go to, whether Christianity, Hinduism, whatever it is, words are at the foundation, at the base of all creation. So choosing our words, either consciously or subconsciously, we are creating. And so this is, a little bit different from positive affirmation, and we'll talk about how it is different, but using words that will help us change our vibration. So this form of manifestation uses the same technique as law of attraction, but a little bit different because it does not involve understanding the meaning, does not involve meditation, does not involve any guilt. Oh, I'm asking too much, or should I be asking for this or not? No bargaining. If this happens, I will do this and do that, and some sort of austerity or money, and certainly no visualization. I'll tell you why. These are uniquely chosen words which directly access the subconscious mind, helping you to manifest whatever you want to manifest. Some examples: these switch words have been used since time immemorial. We just didn't know it's called switch words. For instance, in magic, what is the most commonly used phrase? Abracadabra. We thought it has no meaning. Abracadabra actually has a meaning. And when it started out, they were using it to manifest. In the ancient language, Aramaic language, abracadabra means as I speak, so I create, or I am creating as I speak. So bringing a lot of attention to your speech. Even words like hocus pocus, believe it or not, it actually has, this is a switch word, which comes, it's been derived from hoc est corpus. These were the words that are spoken when wine and bread becomes blood and body of Jesus. You know, when you go to church and they do these communion and stuff like that, they give you wine and they give you a piece of bread saying this is the blood of Jesus, this is the body of Jesus. So it is signifying that the magical transformation of matter from one form to another. So another one is, you know, we use words like presto, or in French they say voila, or in Sanskrit we say tathastu. These are actually switch words which over a period of time have gathered a lot of energy. So there are different kinds of switch words. There are universal switch words, and then there are, you know, experimental switch words, which the new age is bringing into our practice. So then what can we do with these switch words? We can use it in every area of our life, from creative projects, getting a job, getting the love of your life, and you know, working with your relationships, your health and stuff like that. Very important. I have noticed, my feedback, my research tells me it is most important in the area of breaking negative habits, much more than in the area of health. Not so much. It can be used as a complementary system with other healing techniques, but cannot rely only on switch words to heal your physical illness, disease. But breaking negative habits, negative patterns of thinking, which is the basis of all blocks and limitations, and to help you problem solve and get inspire creativity. So these are the three areas it is most effective as per my research. One is breaking negative habits, two is problem solving, three is you know, getting inspiration for creativity. For health, you can combine it with different existing therapies, other forms of healing, or, you know, of course, modern medicine. So how are switch words different from affirmations and mantras? Affirmations, positive affirmations, speak to our conscious mind, as do mantras, the ones that are long with proper meaning. So we actually understand, because there is a certain strength when you bring your conscious mind to it. It helps you to do a cognitive reframing. It helps you to focus on a goal. It helps you to visualize. So that is when you're trying to manifest using your conscious mind, you use positive affirmations, because they are proper sentences and you know exactly what you're saying. And switch words are very much like bija mantras. So these words may or may not have any meaning. First of all, it may not have any meaning, like presto, open sesame, hey, hocus pocus. To us, at least right now in this generation, it may not mean anything. Or it may sometimes, we'll say cut, but it does not the exact literal meaning. It has some other significance. But over the years, it has entered the collective subconscious. So it's a language for the subconscious. Positive affirmation is a language for the conscious. You make conscious changes. Switch words are, they switch your reality by addressing your subconscious. They are sound vibrations, and these are not literal requests. You're not praying to a god, or you're not praying to a higher authority or anything. You are basically trying to slip into your subconscious by bypassing your conscious mind, because once the conscious mind is involved, the logical questions comes. Will this work? Won't this work? Has it worked? All kinds of negativity. So these are designed to bypass your conscious mind and slip into your subconscious. And once it goes to your subconscious, automatically it starts aligning you with your own self, because we are disconnected. Our conscious, subconscious, everything is disconnected. Not only it aligns our body, mind, and intellect, it also aligns us with the benevolent universe. So very many times, like medicine, you don't have to understand what the medicine is doing. You eat it with the faith that it will work, and it works. So these are words that basically go into your subconscious and they change your vibration without you consciously trying to do it. Conscious, a positive vibration has its place. Please don't think it's not useful, but this is another level. So if you use it combined, you can still use positive affirmations, but try experimenting with the switch words, because this goes directly into your subconscious. Now, why switch words are effective? They form a verbal code. This is a code. It's not a proper sentence or meaning or anything that the subconscious understands. Like if you go, if in a military, somebody gives an order, we may not understand, but the soldiers do. Or in a school, a teacher may give an order. The students understand. Maybe we don't. So this is a verbal code that the subconscious understands. And it helps us to bring awareness to the words we are constantly speaking. So once you start working with switch words, you will become conscious of all the times you have a negative thought, because before you start manifesting, the switch words will expose why your positive manifestations are not working. Because as you start working with switch words, because you're working with your subconscious, you will become keenly aware of, this is not going to work, this is not possible, I don't have the time for this. All these negative thoughts, you must bring your attention to them, and I will give you several words that you will first have to release the negative conditionings before you can actually manifest with switch words, and then move on to positive affirmations. So these are like, it changes our frequency. It's not visualizing something. In fact, visualization is a impediment. While using switch words, if you start visualizing, it won't work. Because why? You're trying to now bring it to the conscious world. Don't use the techniques you use for conscious manifestation with subconscious manifestation. Do not visualize. Just say it, do it, and only thing is required is you must believe it is worth a try. You don't even have to believe it's going to work. It will work. Like medicine, whether you believe or not, it will work. But if you believe, it works faster and better. All the belief that you need to bring is, it's worth giving a try. So then this works like an echo. Once you install these switch words, what happens is like an echo. Once you say it, it just reverberates again and again. It will start reverberating at your subconscious cellular level. And it'll create a shift in your brain. How it happens, I'll give you an example. Sometimes you realize that when you read a word many times, reverberate, what happens? It starts losing its meaning. Have you experimented that? If you read a word several times, you don't understand. It's just a vibration at some point. So that's what we are aiming at. This, you don't try to understand, don't try to visualize. Once you figure out with your conscious mind, you will figure out, okay, this is what I want to work on. Then forget about it. Just do it. This is one of those things that you just do it. This is because it works like an echo. You put it there, it will do the work, whether you're sleeping, not sleeping, it will go on in your subconscious. And the next thing is the effectiveness of switch word comes because it slips under the radar of your conscious mind. So it also avoids, the questions, the analysis, the doubt, and all that stuff. You can, like I said, you can still continue to work with mantras, still continue to work with positive affirmation. They're not going to interfere with switch words. Only requirement is when you are doing switch words, don't try to understand, don't try to visualize, figure out a switch word, or we'll go through the method and just do it. So three questions you have to ask before you start a switch word practice. If you want to use switch words to manifest, what do I really want? What is my real goal? Because most times people don't realize, I want money and I want fame. we can't just have money and fame because there are limiting beliefs that stops us from having money and fame. So to understand that, if I want money for what? Is it power, strength, influence? Why do I want money? Why do I want fame? We don't want money for the sake of money. We don't want fame for the sake of fame. What will it give us? Once you understand, you'll be able to choose the right switch word. So, what is my true goal? Secondly, can I receive what I'm asking? Because this is another thing you have to, when you start using the switch words, you'll become aware. The thoughts will come. So you have to bring mindfulness to any practice. If you want to manifest something, you have to bring your attention and mindfulness, because the thoughts that come usually are, I'm not good enough. I don't have the time. This is not working. Has it ever worked for somebody? Or, maybe I can just use it with the mantras. Maybe that will make it. So all these other things that come up, you will become aware, and you will first use the switch words to remove negative programming, limiting words, and subconscious blocks. And the way you do that is, you have become, when you ask, when you think, let's say you want money or you want a job, you ask yourself, if I cannot have money because, after the because are the blocks. So you must know these blocks have to be let go of first before you can get money. These blocks have to be let go of first before you can get the job. These blocks have to be let go of first before you get the love of your life. So once you start, you can start anywhere. Don't worry about which word, doesn't matter. Wherever you start, it will start, the limitations will start bubbling up. And you will quickly realize, first of all, you'll have two experiences: overwhelm. Oh, what should I use? I want this, I want that, I want that, I want that. Which word should I use? And it's not going to work, or this is too hard, or this is going to do. So one of these two things will happen. Then I will give you a simple formula how to deal with that. And like anything else, give it at least a month, probably 1 to 3 months it will take for you to become familiarized with the process or technique that you've never used before. So can I receive what I'm asking for? We have to become acutely aware that we don't receive because we have blocks. Where are the blocks? Blocks in receiving help. How do we have blocks receiving help? The minute somebody gives us something, a food, a present, something, we immediately think of how we can give it back to them. She's given me a casserole. I'll buy a cake and give it to her. She's given me a shawl. I'll buy a dress and give it to her. She's taken me to San Francisco. Somehow I'll take her to San Jose and be done with it. So we feel guilty receiving. That is a block. In any manifestation, this is true of every manifestation. One is that receiving compliments. Work on, when somebody gives a compliment, just can you say thank you and stop there? All of us struggle with this. All of us struggle with this. Very difficult to just say thank you and stop there. So this is, and you know how our ability to receive grows. We have talked about it several times. Gratitude. Just saying thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Thank you. I received this. Gratitude. And if you can't say gratitude for this, gratitude for, if the person who's giving you a compliment, I'm so grateful for you. If you can't say I'm grateful for the compliment, at least say I'm grateful for the friend. Right? So gratitude is very important. Then, can I believe and trust that this will work? What is the block? Ask yourself, if you don't trust, if you trust, it will work. If you're not trusting, why are you not trusting? Pay attention to any negative thoughts that are arising, because the minute you start using blocks, you will see it. I want money, I want money, I want money. You will say it 7 days, maybe 12 days. After that, this doesn't work. As if this works. If this worked, it would have worked for everybody. Thoughts like that come into our mind. So now there are several kinds of switch words. These have been used since Vedic time, thousands of years ago. Because in the mantras, if mantras are the equivalent of positive affirmation, bija mantras, which are seed mantras, like, for every deity, every archetype, there's a bija mantra, which has no meaning, but it just does the work. For instance, for protection, we use the word Klim in a mantra, bija mantra. For wealth, for abundance, we use the word Shrim. For knowledge, we use the word Aim. For attraction, the word Krishna, because Krishna means akarshan, attract. For romance, we can say Leela, enjoying life. So Switch words have been used since Vedic times, and there is a whole plethora of Vedic switch words. If you go online or YouTube, you will be inundated with it. But to tell you that this has been used since time immemorial, it's not just something new, is happening right now. Then even in the new age, there are universal switch words. What makes something universal? A word or a mantra or a prayer. Many people have used it over long periods of time. So even though the word cut or clean or wealth or cancel may be an English word, but it's equivalent in your language. Everybody understands what that language means. There are some basic words. Then we have experimental words. So universal words that I will go through, and I will share the list so you don't have to write or anything. I will just, some words I've picked up for you people to experiment with. I didn't want to overwhelm you. I will share it with the group. So universal words are like find, count, cancel, cut, stretch. These are universal. They will work. 90 to 100% of the time it will work. It's a matter of time. And the only reason it takes more time for some people than others is because we are not in that frequency. We may say shreem, 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 or wealth, 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 but we don't believe it's easy. Money making is easy. So then you have to start with a switch word that will clean your subconscious, that is stopping you from receiving anything, especially wealth. Then switch words can be used just a single word, or they can be used in pairs, 2 words, or also in phrases, 3 or more words put used together to create that, to get into that formula that will get into your subconscious. Now, how to install switch words? And at the end, I will tell you what are the switch words. There are many methods. If you go on YouTube, there will be as many proponents, those many methods. What I have experimented, and it has worked for me, is you decide to use the switch word, let's say find or count, or the master switch word, by the way, is together. Together means what? Bring something together. You're trying to manifest, bring something. So you will write, if you decide that you're going to start with together, you will write together 108 times for the first time, not always, just to install it into your and activate it. But every time you write together, suppose you write together, then you say 3 times together, together, together. Then you write second time together, 3 times you say together, together, together. Third time you write together, 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 together. This process is like very much like in school when we were punished. I will not do this, I will not do this, I will not do this. Why? That repetition is required for the subconscious to know this person is serious. Because we have hundreds of thousands of thoughts in a day. If you just do it together 3 times, it's not going to work, that switch word. So installation is a very powerful process. So 108 times you will write it, and each time you will follow it with 3 verbal repetitions, and you will just have to do it once, because your subconscious will get it by that time. Then throughout the day, you set a time, set a number of days, 30 days, 40 days, 3 months, whatever it is. You're going to chant it silently, and you decide the time, either 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, or every time I'm in the shower, or every time I'm driving, or whatever. You must give yourself a cue. Otherwise, you won't do it. It must be attached to an activity during your day. So that's what you're going to do. Then what you can do is make notes and post-its and write it everywhere as a reminder that you're working with this word. Then what you can do is broadcast your switch word if you're working with together. So anything that you post on social media, I know many of the people here have a significant social media presence, you hashtag that word. Nobody needs to know why you hashtag it, but you have hashtag it because you are blasting it into the universe. Okay, so hashtag the social media, then embed it into your sleep. Now, listening to somebody else telling you is one thing, but our own words, because we are constantly negative chatter going on in our head. It's not possible, it's not possible, it's too late, I'm not, for whatever reason. What you would do, take a minute, 5 minutes or 10 minutes, when you're doing it for the first time, chant it loudly, record it, and put it on while you go to sleep. In your own words, you'll be listening to it. So that will have slip into your consciousness much faster. Then combined it, some of you, many of you have talked about EFT, emotional freedom technique. If you know that, tap it along with that. If you don't know all the points, just tap on the major, your crown chakra, Agya chakra, Vishuddhi chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra. So any one of those chakras, if you tap it, mostly the heart chakra, because this is where, when I say I, this is where it resides. So just tapping your heart chakra, if you can't do all the tapping points, will also make it enter your cellular memory very soon. Another thing you can do is program your water. So you can, on a piece of paper, nice thick piece of paper, write your word. Let's say it is together. Put a circle around it, because once we put a circle around something, it's like a womb, it's protected. And then you can put your cup of coffee, your water, whatever you're drinking, keep it in your bedside table, keep it in your kitchen, keep it in your work table. So it'll be like a coaster. You can put your water on it. If you have a bottle, just air write it on the bottle. You don't have to take a pen and write it. Just write the word together in that water, because as we have discussed several times, 75% of our body is water. Whenever the water element in us gets programmed, 75% faster it works. It reaches 75% of our cellular memory. So using water to program it and activate it. Now let's come to the actual words. The master switch word for everything and anything is together, because it's together means to bring it. So if you want a job, together, job, and you can use the word job. I will give you universal switch words, but you can also create your own switch words, because some words mean more to you than others. Like, for instance, amen may mean something to a Christian person, whereas tathastu may mean something to you. So, or some word from childhood, your parents gave you word of praise, and to you, your subconscious always gets excited when you remember that word. So you can use that. That is your own experimental personal switch word. But together is the master switch word. Divine. Anytime you use the word divine, you're asking for a miracle. Because why divine? Because miracles happen in the realm of divine, not in 3D world. 3D reality, miracles don't happen. It happens in a world that is beyond our sensory perception. So using the word divine when you're looking for a miracle. Divine miracle also, you can say together, divine miracle. Then divine order. Whenever there is chaos, you want order in your life, order in your work, order in your thoughts. Divine order. That is one way to look at it. Bring. When you say bring, it brings whatever you ask for. So bring job, bring love, but don't make it too obvious. The reason is, once you make it too obvious, what happens? We are immediately being thrown to our conscious mind. Love has not come. What is bring? Who will bring? Should I bring? Does bring mean I will go and bring, or they will walk into my life? All these questions will come in your head. You're not supposed to ask those questions. So don't make it too obvious. Halfway. Halfway is a word that means that when you feel like, oh my God, this is only 30 days. I have to do this for 60 days. I'm starting a yoga program or an exercise program. Halfway. That's a message to your subconscious saying, half of it is done. Don't worry, it's not as bad as you think. So halfway is a switch word that makes your goal seem less difficult. Then find divine, count on. This one you might, I'll write it, I'll send it to everybody. But for money, this is something that many sites and books and people have experimented, and it's working like a miracle. So find divine, count on. This is like a switch. It's not a switch word, it's a switch phrase. So if you want money, and you can even add a number to it, but I suggest in the beginning, don't make it obvious, because your subconscious, leave it at the subconscious. Find divine, count on. This is the phrase, switch phrase for increasing the wealth and money in your life. Reach. This has worked for me so many times. If you have lost something, using that word, reach. Whether to find lost objects or even lost thoughts, inspiration. You knew that you were thinking of something and you can't quite remember what it was. You can say reach. And that works for you. Care. These are words that don't have literal meaning and don't even go into. Care means store information. And I'm not going to tell you why, because the minute I tell you, then I've done you a disservice. So care is the switch word for storing information. If you're forgetting something, a name or a task or something, using that, or if you're worried that you're losing your retention ability, memory, care is a word for storing information. Copy, when you say copy is both physically, it means pregnancy. If somebody is working towards getting pregnant, copy is a good word. And also something that is good in your life, it should continue. When you say copy, sometimes we get so scared that, oh my God, I mean, this is good for now, but what if I lose this? What if this doesn't remain? This popularity, this money, this name and fame. So copy is a word that works with, it gives you that into your subconscious that it should continue. Off. When you have a negative spiral, just saying words like cancel, off, shut, commands like we talk to pets and children, like that. The subconscious is like a pet or a child. You're not supposed to say it in sentences. Cut, off. So telling yourself cancel, so many times I've talked about it. This is not going to happen. What will happen if this doesn't happen? Oh my God, what if the results come out terrible, horrible, no good? Just say cancel, 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 or cut, 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 cut. Keep on saying that instead of letting your mind go into a negative spiral. Off is switching off the mind also. When you want to sleep and you're not able to sleep because too many thoughts in the mind, off, off, off. It's like switching off, but don't say switch off, just say off. Some of the new words that are coming into the collective is Zen and lavender for relaxation. Even whether you put the lavender oil or just say lavender, it would have that same effect. Zen, if you say Zen, because what we say, what we think is what we become, but it won't be just 2 or 3 times. You have to activate it and do it for a month, 2 months, 3 months before you will start seeing results, because subconscious doesn't change so quickly. Conscious can be changed quickly. Subconscious takes time. Then bubble. If you are feeling scared, you're going to a stage to give a public talk, or you're going to a meeting, or you're going to an unknown place, bubble. Bubble. And remember, do not combine it with visualization. Just bubble. Don't, conscious things is separate, subconscious is separate. Bubble is protection. Then the word guard, to protect property and place. When we go on vacations, we're so worried about the house, we're worried about the car, we're worried about the trees, we're worried about whatever bike and everything else. Just guard, guard, guard. This is also a way to train our mind with one word, that focus on this word, and this word means this. So what I think is what I become, what I feel is what I attract. Only part you're not doing is what I visualize is what I create. Only that part you're removing. So guard is to protect your property and your space. Even when you're talking and somebody is in your face, whether it is your boss, your spouse, or your friend, guard. Just you want to protect your space. Then comes the word. This is very important. I would like people to start with forgive and restore. Because we all know that the root of all our problems is lack of self-love. This one is forgiving yourself and restoring self-esteem. So just saying, this is a switch, what is it called? A pair for restoring self-esteem and creating self-love. So forgive and restore, forgive, restore, forgive, restore, forgive, restore. Change like cancel, like cut is clears away whatever you don't want. So instead of saying, I don't want that, because, whatever we say, that's what we're putting our attention. Anytime a thought comes, just say change. So you're changing frequencies by using the word change. Your subconscious knows and your body knows what frequency is best for you. So when you if you don't say anything, the subconscious usually stays in survival mode. When you say change, it has to get out of the survival mode. Cancel, like I said, delete negative memories or negative speech, because speech is, as I speak, so I create. So if you say, oh, I want that house, but I don't think we'll get it, it's too expensive, just say cancel. Because you just made it a reality, saying that, oh, that house is so expensive, I won't get it. That I want the VP job, but I don't think I'm going to get it, somebody else going to get it. Just say cancel. Then another switch phrase, which is very very popular and very successful, is for shame. We feel shame. We did something and we feel shame. We don't know why, we don't know what, but we know when we are ashamed. Bow, love, restore. Bow is bowing down, love, restore. And don't go into the meaning, don't research. Please do yourself a favor, do not research the meaning of these words. They will lose their efficacy if you find out the meaning of these words. Bow, love, restore is shame soother. When you're feeling ashamed, it's going to eliminate and dissipate and dissolve shame. Elate, the word elate turn a setback to an advantage. When you have a setback and you don't know what to do, elate, 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 elate. Or if you've had a recent setback, work with elate, the work elate. Now, act is to perform. Whether you're giving a presentation to the company, you are an actor, you are a fashion model, or you're a public speaker. Act means you're in presence of the public, because we're not just acting in our bathroom. So when you want to be in public presence and want that confidence, act. Crystal. This is some words, like I said, have a clearer meaning. Some don't. Just go with it, because people have experimented this for many, many things and they've written back. So crystal is when you want clarity. When you want clarity, just go crystal, 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 or work with it with your water. Have a paper circle, like a coaster. So crystal is for clarity. Bluff, dispel fear. When you have fear, the switch word to dispel fear is bluff. Love is love. I mean, there's very few words for love. Love is love. Love has its own power, its own vibration. It's the highest vibration word. Together, now I'll give you a couple of other switch phrases. Together, up, elate, or together, bluff are great fear busters. If you're feeling scared for whatever reason, that you may not succeed, that you'll be alone, that whatever you will be made a fool of, or whatever you're afraid of, together, up, elate, or together, bluff. Either one of them. Don't use both. Experiment with one. Like I said, forgive and restore, another powerful word I want you people to start working on first, instead of trying to work on everything, is release resistance. Release resistance to making money. Don't say to making money. Know that this is what you're using it. Release resistance. Pick an area and forget it. Just say release resistance. So resistance to losing weight, resistance to climbing the corporate ladder, resistance to attracting love, resistance to whatever resistance you have to name and fame. So this is a very good switch phrase to start working with. One is forgive, restore. The other is release resistance. The cancel. This is a powerful one. Together, up, elate, or together, bluff. These are good ones. I picked from hundreds and hundreds, which I thought would people should start working on. Together, change. If you want a partnership, whether it is between spouses, within parents and children, friends, boss and all, together, change. If you're not getting along with your spouse, with your child, with your friend, with your boss, together, change. Together, change is a good switch phrase or a switch pair. And the most important thing is, I know I've given you so much information. We being intellectual, highly intelligent persons that go against our own best interest, we want everything and we can't pick which ones. I recommend that you start with together, divine, around. That helps you prioritize what is in your best interest and proper perspective. So you have so many things. You want to work on your health, on your relationship, on your career, on your wealth, on your children, on your relationships, everything. And the only thing that will stop it happening is your chaos. So understanding which is the most important. Your subconscious, no, your conscious may want something different from your subconscious. When you say together, divine, around, the divine puts things around and arranges things in a way that slowly within a month or 40 days or 2 months, it will become clearer in your mind what is the priority, what you need to, and then you move on to one of these things. So starting with together, divine, around, you are asking the divine, the supreme power, that with that partnership to move and shift things around so that everything becomes clear and the hierarchy becomes clearer, of hierarchy of needs becomes clearer in your subconscious. So that's what I wanted to tell you about switch words. We can have questions, but I also have a short meditation. So I think let's do the meditation first, and then those who want to leave can leave, and those who have questions can stay. So make yourself comfortable. Find a spot you can maintain for 7 to 10 minutes. Wiggle around, move your neck, stretch your arms, find a comfortable spot where your neck, your head, your neck, and your back are in alignment in a straight line. Take a few deep breaths in to relax. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out to relax. I will lead you through a prayer to correct our mistakes and make it right through the Ho'oponopono prayer, a very powerful, very simple, but very profound prayer. So we are invoking Divine Creator, Divine Father, Divine Mother, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Guardian Angels, Saints and Sages, and love and light of the highest order. If I, my family, my relatives, and my ancestors have offended you, your family, your relatives, your ancestors in thoughts, words, facts, and actions from the beginning of our creation to the present moment, we ask for your forgiveness. Please cleanse, purify, release all the memories, blockages, energies, and negative vibrations, and transmute these undesirable energies into pure light. And so it is. Please clear my subconscious of all negative emotional baggage. I love you. Thank you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I declare myself at peace with all the people with whom I have outstanding debts at this time or at any time. I love you. Thank you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. I release all those who I believe behaved harshly towards me because they simply are treating me the way I have treated them in some past lifetime. I love you. Thank you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Although it is difficult for me to forgive someone, I am the one who asks for forgiveness. This is my contribution to your emotional well being, which is the same as my emotional well being, because the energy that is in me is the same energy that is in you. Please forgive me. I forgive you, and I forgive myself for not being able to take care of myself. Whatever thing I do not like in my present life, I release. I love you. Thank you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. For this sacred and safe place which I inhabit day by day with my family, and yet I am not so grateful. I love you. Thank you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. For all the difficult relationships and families for which I am not grateful as I should be, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. For this career and the job and the access to wealth and money I have, for which I am not grateful enough, I love you. Thank you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. For everything I do not like in my present life or in my past life, at work or at home, and what is around me, the divine, please clean in me what is contributing to my scarcity mentality and my victim mentality. I love you. Thank you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. If my physical body experiences anxiety, worry, guilt, fear, sadness, pain, I am grateful for the opportunity to learn about love, forgiveness, gratitude, and the opportunity to grow and evolve from these painful experiences. I love you. Thank you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm grateful for the time to be able to wait without anxiety, without fear, for all the abundance and grace which is meant for me to come to me at the right time. I love you. Thank you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm grateful for the opportunity to play my part towards the healing of the earth. If I, my family, my relatives, and my ancestors have plundered Mother Earth from the beginning of our creation to the present moment, I ask for your forgiveness. I love you. Thank you. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. May all be happy. Sarve Shantu Niramaya. May all be healthy. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. May all experience goodwill and the will to be good. Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. May no one suffer. Asato Ma Satkamaya. Lead me from the illusions to the truth. Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya. Lead me from darkness to the light. Mrityormam Amritangamaya. Lead me from my identification with my limited mind and body towards my infinite and immortal self. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om. May there be peace in the cosmic realm, peace on earth, and peace within. So it is, by the grace of God and Guru, so it is. Remain in this sacred silence for a few moments. Take a deep breath in. Rub your palms. Cup your eyes. Open your eyes inside the cupped palms, and when you're ready, open your eyes. If you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer.
Neeta, thank you so much. That was amazing. Everything. Really grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, this is something fairly new, but sometimes we cannot commit to a mantra practice because of our religious beliefs or whatever. We are afraid of the mispronunciation, whatever reason. We have some set beliefs. If you don't have a bath, you can't do this, can't do that, all that. Besides, mantras are in the realm of conscious manifestation, just like positive affirmations. And switch words are address the subconscious, which is like the bija mantras. Even in chakra healing, we do lam, vam. You don't know what those words mean, but they are resonating and vibrating at the frequency of the chakras. So sometimes these words may mean something, but many times they won't. So I suggest you experiment, but do experiment. If nothing else, at least work with the divine and cancel. And cancel is something everybody should start with, and restore, like I said, restore and forgive and restore is a wonderful switch pair to work with. Together with anything you want, a ticket together, flight together, food together, job together. Just get into the habit of tapping into that subconscious with a word that thousands of years people have taken, or at least hundreds of years, for it to mean something. So the subconscious has an affinity towards those cultural collective words. And then your own personal words, like tathastu. Learn to, if you ask for something, I want this job, say tathastu yourself, because the God is sitting inside you. Amen. Instead of worrying, will it happen? Won't it happen? What should I do if it doesn't happen? What's the next step if it doesn't happen? You will have to do all those things. But at least that word, that thought, that idea must first sink into your subconscious. When you say Tathastu, Amen, why after a prayer we say Amen and Tathastu? We don't say Tathastu after prayer, but Amen we say, and we say Shanti, Shanti, Shanti by the grace of God and Guru, because we are anchoring it into our subconscious. I will share all the words so then, those things won't matter, but start with cancel together individual words and use the makeup energy circle with the paper that you're working with, like a coaster. Put your water there. And if you have a glass and, you're looking for a piece of paper or email you can't find, just write with your fingers. Reach. You will find it. In fact, this morning I used that word. I couldn't find it. Yesterday, the Amazon, I got a message saying the book has been delivered in your mailbox, and it wasn't there. And I'm like, oh my God, now what? I said, no, I'm not going to think of that. I'll just say reach. And then my neighbor came and said it's been delivered in their box. So these things do work. Just experiment with it and install the word. Even if you don't install, you can start. But if you want a practice to really show its power, do it the right way. Do the 108 installation. Write it once. You don't have to write 108 times every time. And each time you write, suppose you install the word cancel. So that cancel means what it means in your subconscious. Cancel. Then write cancel. Or together. Do it 108 times. Use it in hashtags. Then what else? Make cards and notes. Record it and listen to it. A single word. Or keep saying it to yourself just before you doze off to sleep. Yes, Jigna, you had a question?
Hi, Neetaji. It's been a pleasure hearing your voice after a long time.
Good to have you here.
Yeah, thank you. It's not been an easy start of the year for me.
Right.
Trying to come out of it. This session has given me a lot of tips which I would love to work on. I had few medical health problems, which was a chronic one, which definitely gave me a lot of stress. But as you said, using the word cancel, I'm going to use that and see how much difference it would make in my life, because it's definitely been a very stressful year.
Right. So you know what? Become aware that and I know it's a practice. The more you say it's been a difficult year, what are you doing? It's an affirmation. You're not realizing it. Saying it once is okay, but this is where the mastery comes. And cancel. The minute you say that in a conversation, you need to tell somebody it's been a difficult year, that's fine. But watch it how many times you say those words, and more than cancel, that's why you will use cancel silently. Start with forgive and restore. Because when you have a series of health challenges, there is something in your subconscious that's not letting you receive. Because you're holding yourself unworthy of receiving. You're not consciously thinking that. You will never know. This is your subconscious. That's what we do in the breakthrough sessions. They have no clue what is the block. So if you don't have a clue, work with forgive and restore. You are forgiving yourself and everybody else for everything. All the mistakes you made, all the things you didn't do, all the hurtful things others did, and you're restoring yourself to your pure self. So I suggest to work with forgive and restore for you if you've had because remember in the beginning I said switch words, you can't rely only for healing. Mantras, you can rely on healing. Reiki and other forms of actual healing practices are very powerful. This is to clear the subconscious. So you do your pranic healing, you go to your medical doctors. Along with that, forgive and restore. Forgiving yourself, forgiving others, and restoring yourself to your pristine power.
Okay.
Yeah, and use the word cancel. Become aware, how many times did I say that word or that statement or that feeling? Because the more you say, the more energy we give to it. I know it's a very difficult process, very difficult, but we have the formula, and we have to make the effort to say, no, I'm not going to think. I'm not going to tell my sorry story more than once. And I will give you an example. It's an actual story. the Native American community. There's a guy called Chetlahe who, went out of the community this during Second World War, and he wandered. He had the, desire to see the world. Somehow he got into some merchant navy, and then got into some military navy, actual navy, and he got captured in Japan during the Second World War, and he was inhumanly treated very badly. That German, sorry, not Japan, Germany. He was really physically battered, mentally, very difficult time he had, and he was fed these what do you call bugs and not real food. And he was a broken soul. So before he died, somehow his leg was broken, back was broken, hand was broken. He came back to his Native American community, and you can look it up online, Chetlahe. Then when he came, the Native Americans have one way of, a certain way of dealing with problems. The whole tribe will sit in a circle. They will make you sit in the center to give you their undivided attention, and they'll ask you what ails you, what do you suffer from, what is your problem. And with rapt attention, they will listen to what you have to say. Nobody will say, no, you shouldn't think that way, do that way, this, that. After it is done, they said that you have to let it go. It's out of you. No more going to that, oh, they did this and they did this and they did that. And they told him to go to the water in the, their village, whatever that river or pond or whatever was there, that go and get a bath. He says, I can't swim. They said, no, you have to go in there, whether you, drown or come back, because you have to let go of your spirit, because that fear that I can't do it. They said it's better to die going in there than living with this fear for the rest of your life, because what you've gone through, no therapy is not going to do it for you. You have to release. The spirit has to be freed. So he walked in, and, at some point he thought he's going to drown, but somehow something happened. That spirit resurged within himself, and he was freed. So he goes around now preaching and talking to people and motivating people about how to free the spirit, that I am not going to ever talk about what happened to me in World War II in Germany, because that was what happened. It was suffering, it was problem. But once he told his community, it was out of his system. Then you do not go back. So whatever pain we have, find somebody, either you find a coach or a therapy or your family or your friend, say it, but do not repeat, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me, because you're cementing that into your subconscious. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does actually.
So become aware.
Yeah,
It's not
thank you.
easy. That just because I say it doesn't mean I don't do it. I am working on myself as well. Sometimes, that victim, but I'm aware that, oh, the victim Nita has come out. Or sometimes I feel, oh, I can't afford that one, or it's too expensive. I said, this is the scarcity Nita coming up. I'm aware that these are parts of me that come up. I don't have to shame myself. I don't have to be angry with myself. I don't have to be guilty or ashamed, but I just recognize and I say, cancel.
Okay.
Any other questions?
So, Neeta, I'm just thinking, are switch words, I mean, do they just repeatedly, when, like, first they're just words, and then they become a part of your subconscious, that they are, I don't know whether I should use the word, but they manifest at that level.
Yes.
And it's a how should I put it? It's basically, you're kind of putting it at a cellular level, that this is what you're manifesting at a much deeper level than just the affirmations.
Yeah, and
It's
what
like, if you can repeat, if somebody, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, somebody will actually do it. Or I can do it, I can do it. I will probably land up doing it. So is it something at that same level?
No, because I can do it is a positive affirmation. It's not a switch word. It's a proper sentence that you understand, and you're trying to convince yourself. You're faking it to making it, which has its own utility. It's not useless. When you use those and switch words together, conscious and subconscious, it's like when we do mantra chanting for chakras, vam, 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 lam, 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 hum, hum. What do you know? What it is doing is it's the actual vibration. It is not, you're not consciously manifesting anything. If your subconscious believes something and your conscious wants something, and there is a disconnection, you cannot get it. What this does, it raises the vibration to be at the same level as your conscious desires. So it's not focusing on the goals. That's why you don't visualize. That's why you don't, nothing. It should not mean anything. Just like Om. What does Om mean?
Yeah.
But you do Om and see the result. That's a switch word.
So switch word becomes the power behind. It's not
like
just
I
the
said,
word,
yeah.
but it
So if
becomes
you
the
tell
power.
a child in this country, you're stupid, you ugly piece of shit, you ugly piece, they start believing it, because the it's not just belief. The vibration of a piece of shit is something which is not very high. Holy sacred words have higher vibration. Profane words have lower vibration. Words of limitations have lower vibration. So this is changing your vibration. It's not changing your understanding. So it's changing your vibration. Like if you have a Muladhara block and you keep doing vam, 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 your Muladhara will start shifting. You don't know what you're doing. So in a way, it's manifesting, but you're not consciously manifesting. Does it make
It's that
sense?
constant, you constantly forcing yourself to believe in that power.
No, you don't even believe. You just do it. In the beginning, you believe you're doing something. Just like when you feed your child, you know that you're doing it because you love it. But every time you feed, you say, I'm feeding my child because I love my child. I'm feeding my child because I love my child. No, it's become a second nature. You're doing it because you believe it's the right thing to do. Right? So you are not bringing any part of and this is why it is so difficult for modern educated people. Villagers will do this and manifest like that, because their conscious and subconscious is not fighting. Look at you, and me, I have the same answers. How to, that's why many words should not, like crystal, to us, we know crystal clear, but somebody who's not educated or illiterate, they don't know what crystal means. Crystal means a shining diamond or a glass or something, right? We associate crystal with clarity. So sometimes too much knowledge is the problem. We get in our own way. So this will...
And just, leading to that, what you just said about crystal, I mean, these are all words in English.
Yeah.
For somebody who does not understand English or does not relate to the language, then what?
Well, like I said, you think in your own word. What would cancel be in your own word? Because it's not just the sound. The sound has value, but also the meaning attached to it. There's a collectively everybody knows what cancel means. In every language, there is a word for cancel, or a cut, or a stop, or a together, or a bring. So in that language, you can translate it. Or that's why the sacredness of mantras and prayers are there. But prayers and mantras are at for most people, it's actually at a subconscious level, because so many people chant mantras without understanding. So basically, it's going to the subconscious. But once you understand, then at that point, that is very powerful. But you must also start a practice of much more powerful than actual mantras or bija mantras. Like you can't do a Lakshmi mantra without Shrim. You can't do a Kali mantra without Klim. You can't do a Ganapati mantra without Gam. Because the seed, the power is in that seed, in the bija. So the rest of it can drop, but just gum, 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 gum. Just shrim, 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 shrim. You watch what will happen. If you say shrim 1,000 times for 40 days, something will shift. You don't know what the hell shrim means. Or you tell somebody else, even somebody who doesn't understand. In fact, it is better to say it in another language where you don't understand.
Because then you're not relating to that
you should
word
not
as a
visualize,
word.
and you shouldn't say, I'm saying this because I want wealth. I'm saying this because I want wealth. Because this is what will happen, what we do in conscious manifestation. You visualize every aspect of it, and then you say the mantra, and then you say the positive affirmations. That is necessary for creating integrity and creating grand goals. But changing the subconscious is the first step, and it won't happen with just positive affirmations.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure. Ragini, you had a question?
Yeah, so I think there are a lot of thoughts just, coming around like during the session, and now also maybe later I'm going to ask you more questions because this was a very interesting topic to me. because there are different ways of manifestation. So I wanted to understand, like, is it the right understanding that the mantras or the visualization, they go from consciousness to the level of subconsciousness, versus this one is going like directly going to subconsciousness and then coming ultimately into our consciousness from
No,
subconscious
the
to
mantras, my understanding is mantras go from conscious to superconscious.
super
They're
conscious.
not going to the subconscious, but the bija mantras will, because anytime you are using your consciousness, you can't consciously access subconscious, but you can consciously access superconscious.
Oh, wow. I did not know
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Meaning access, meaning you can visualize, right? Visualization is a power of the conscious mind, and you're visualizing it.
But consciously, we work on certain beliefs and stuff like that, and ultimately that changes the subconscious, right? Our subconscious belief.
Not as effectively. That's why most beliefs are changed in hypnotherapy.
Yeah,
Where
again,
we are
that was my other question. So, is hypnotherapy, I've written also, is it like switch word kind of a thing?
No, it addresses the same problem. It's a different technique. It's not switch word. You
No,
can't do
not
hypnotherapy to
switch word,
yourself.
but the method, like for example, they say that even if you play that audio and you're not even listening, your conscious is
Yes,
sleeping.
to that extent, it is true that you're not even listening because
Yeah.
it's a coded word. But many people try to understand too much. What did they say? I didn't. Even in our workshop, people say, "Oh, I fell asleep. Oh, I didn't hear." No, you're not supposed to hear many times. But guided meditations, you're supposed to hear because we are planting ideas in the head.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
guiding meditation is very different from hypnotherapy, where nobody's consciously planting any ideas. It's going to the root of the subconsciously accessing the fears, the guilt, the shame, and washing it away.
So in hypnosis, they say it's better that you're not consciously listening and you're like that, right? Same way you're saying
Yeah.
that this one switch words is better. You don't put any consciousness, like any
Don't
mind.
put any effort except just do it.
Do
Because
it
we
like
can't do it completely without it. So you choose a word, okay, I know that I have to work on my subconscious, forgive and restore. That's it. Why, when, this, that, did it happen, did it not? Just do it. You decide, I'm going to use this for 3 months or 30 days and just do it.
Okay. The
Don't
other
keep checking back. Don't keep checking back. Is it happening? Has it happened? Did I see anything? It will happen when it will happen. Because what happens when you start using, certain negative thoughts will come up. Then you realize these are the blocks. And there are other ways to release those blocks also. But you do this for a month, 40 days, forgive and restore, then you can do switch words for wealth attraction, love attraction, career attraction, whatever it is. But first, at
people
least
who
make
think a
yourself
lot.
at least make yourself a vibrational match.
So I mean, I'm understanding that people who think a lot, question a lot, it's better that they do this because unnecessarily they just create a lot of blocks in other techniques. So I
Yeah,
think
but those are the people who will find it the most difficult.
it's better for them to do this.
Because those illiterate people, if you tell them, they just do it with so much faith, it actually happens.
Yeah, yeah.
But we ask so many questions. Why, when? Show me, prove me. Did it happen? Did it happen for you? When did it happen for you? Oh, it happens only once, but I'm not sure because of this or because I did that mantra. Forget it because of what? Just do it. The command for this is just do it. Don't ask questions. Whereas I have a very different advice for people who come to mantra classes. Just don't do it. Understand what you're doing. Because mantra is you're going to the subconscious. You're not a instinctual animal there.
Super conscious.
From conscious, you're going to super conscious. So when you're doing mantra workshops, please don't just do it.
Okay.
You can start, but that's not the goal. That's why I keep saying you're chanting Hanuman Chalisa millions of times. Do you even know what you're trying to attract?
So their understanding the meaning is going to improve everything, right?
Yes, because we are using our conscious mind for manifestation and raising our vibration. Here we are using our subconscious mind for bringing vibrational, matching.
Okay, yeah, matching. Okay, so for like maybe some people might have this question because they like me or like I also have that question, but I'm asking it like specifically for a person that I spoke to her today, and she's going through some issue. So like, and I after this session, I really feel that this is very relevant for her. And I feel that maybe she should pick like one of the word that you said. So is it better for her to use only that word specifically, or she can do like use multiple words at the same time, or it should just start with one word?
No, it's not one or two word. Like I suggest, the most important I feel for everybody who's intelligent and intellect is on overdrive is to start with forgive and restore, or release resistance.
Okay. So I'll suggest that.
Yeah. Forgive and restore or release resistance.
Okay. That's it. Thank you.
Any other questions? I guess that's it then. And I will send out, I'll give it to Ragini. She can share with the people who in the membership group or wherever it is we share. Maybe in the Kajabi thing, you're recording it, we'll put it there.